morning to all. Uh, Welcome to Primavera free workshop at another sessions what we are doing it. So, of course, during the lockdown season, we used to do it on a weekly basis, but now we changed to monthly because I know that now people started going back to the office in some regions. So we thought of doing it a monthly basis on these things, and we probably we may try to do twice in a month from August onwards. That is also in plan. Okay. All right, so now the today topic is basically on the digital project management, okay, using the Oracle Primavera solution. So we talk a bit about the digital project management, the need for that. Then we will get into the applications on the same, of course, okay. Just standard information. So the line is muted to reduce the background noise. So any questions you have, there is a question box area on this session. So probably you can question to type it there, or you can raise your hand. So what we will do is end of the sessions, we have a Q&A sessions. During that time, we read your question box area, we'll answer it. And then if you raise your hands, we'll open up your, we unmute you and we'll allow you to speak, and of course all the registered participants, we will get the recorded session of this thing. So all this audio, what we are talking, the video, which you will be in a position to get it later stage to your email, the registered email, of course. And then participants will get the participant certificate also from the system. Okay. All right, just to introduce that ImageGrafix, we started in 1996. It's a Dubai-based company. We do offices in Abu Dhabi, in Saudi, and then in Canada. Apart from that, our major operations there in India. In India, we have three companies: software solution, engineering services, and enterprise solutions. Okay, and this Oracle divisions it's falls under enterprise solutions for the same, of course. So to know more about us, you can very well go and visit our website, image-graphics.com. In India, it's imagegraphics.in. Whom we are, the kind of solutions what we provide is basically, ImageGrafix enterprise solution. It's mainly the enterprise solutions, helps the customers to digitize their requirements, starting from the tendering till the handing over sessions. So we have time with various partners, either they are US or Europe-based companies, and we are providing their solutions to our Middle East and Indian customers, of course. For the tendering and cost estimation, initial bid evaluations, bidding purpose. So we have a product called CostWise. CostWise helps you to find the BOQ from your drawings, which you are getting at the initial tendering stage. Then you can do the complete estimation of the cost, and you can submit your offer for the same, of course. It helps take care of the multiple currencies, fluctuations, and bid management, and then cost evaluations, and accordingly you can position to submit the offer based on the same, of course. Capital planning and portfolio management is typically mostly used by the owners. When the owners has multiple projects, offers comes into place, multiple ideas comes in place, so they have to take a decision where to invest to get their more maximize in terms of the profit, in terms of the value, in terms of the brand. What are the things? There are various aspects of evaluations which they can perform, and they can select the project which they would like to go for it, of course. So Primavera have a couple of choice for that to do it. One is the Oracle Primavera Cloud Portfolio, and then another one is the Primavera Unifier. So these products helps you to perform this analysis for you. Okay. Then obviously we'll come to our project management side. So project management is typically on the scheduling side. So we will be having a couple of options again. So one is our P6, very famous, popular flagship products of Primavera. So Primavera P6 is available, PPM or EPPM, whatever it may be. Then after that, now we will be having a cloud options also called Primavera Cloud, mostly Primavera Schedule on cloud services. Okay, so by using this, we can push into either the basic or on a complete enterprise level, complete planning requirement, which we can push into. As we know that planning is mostly focused on the time, control on the time, and then when you come to the cost control, enterprise-wise, again the project cost control, if you want to do, then you can push to perform that part again by using the Oracle Primavera Unifier. Unifier is a very popular product to make sure that your project is on the cost can be controlled within the budget which you allocated for the project for the same, so that we can push to perform by using our Oracle Primavera Unifier, of course. Okay. And as I talked about that, we have a couple of other divisions, so which is focused mainly on the engineering side. So that engineering analysis will be performed by the other divisions. What we have, it's like excellent PPM. So they use to have a products which you can push to perform for your pipe system analysis, pipe flow analysis, pressure vessel analysis, structural analysis, anything which you want to design a plant, any type of the plant. Of course, if you want to design, take a bill of material and perform some analysis, engineering analysis, then we will be in the position to support by using this. Of course, for the AEC industries, the Autodesk we have, so we tied up with Autodesk, so we have the BIM solutions, the Revit, Civil 3D, Navisworks, MEP, all these things which you can position to design side, which we can position to do by using Autodesk product. Of course, our Autodesk type, it's mostly for the Middle East region, not for India. It's just for information. And on the field, on the construction side, the management, if anyone wants to do it, so for that purpose also, we do have a few options where we can position to take care of your inspection, QA/QC, issue management, all these things which you can position to perform and capture the progress updates happening on the field, which you can position to send it back to your planning team to know what's exactly the progress happening in terms of the time as well as the cost, which we can position to manage by capturing the field information on the same. And then the complete project document management, which you can position to perform. So for the document management and then handing over RFA, RFQs, transmittals, submittals, digital handover, for all these things which we can position to use. Couple of solutions against we have Oracle Primavera Cloud as well as the Unifier. So by either any of these options, by using it, we can position to perform this action on the same. Of course. So on a projects, either if there's a general contractor or subcontractor or your owner or a PMC or any industries related, so wherever you will be having a project, then obviously from the starting tendering stage till handover stage, we have a solution for you to help it and assist you on the same. All right, let's come to the topic today, the digital project management side. So just before getting into this topic, I just would like to put some polls in front of you. So let me launch the first poll. So the first poll is, are you a cloud ready company? So people, so the first digitalizations, when we are talking about, then obviously the cloud, it's going to play a vital role, right? We know all, nowadays that everything is going into the cloud. It is one of the big things happening in the industries, every industries which are getting into the thing. So that's the reasons, we just asked to understand that participants, whomsoever is available, what is their, current setup or how. When I say typically the cloud ready means even if you are using right now Office 365, right? So your emails, the Word, Excel, everything is gone on cloud now because Office 365 is on the cloud based right now, correct? So there are many things which we can push into see. So that's the reasons we just put this question. So all right, so 10 seconds to close this session. So whomsoever wants to put their votes, they can put it finally, and 3, 2, 1, and I'm just closing it now. Right, so I can share the result. The poll results is about like 55% or says yes, we are cloud ready company, and then about like 45% it's not it. All right, it's fine. Then there's one more questions. I'm just getting into the systems based on this. So this is the question is about, how do you get the progress updates from the site? The planners who made the initial schedule, then after that, the activity is sent to the site engineers, so who will be giving the update to you either by emails or sending some Excel sheets or using some product like Primavera or any other manual method. Probably you might try to use it, of course. So I'm just trying to understand how the current process such is happening. Okay, so we have 3-4 options. The 50-60% people have voted, so maybe I'll give another 10-15 seconds to complete this poll, of course. Okay, last 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to close this poll now. let me share the results. I think the maximum is by the Excel sheet and then email. When I put these two put together, it goes nearly to 70 plus percentage. Of course, the balance is about like the rest of the other ways, of course. All right, thanks for participating on this poll. So let me get into the topic, digital project management. Okay, right. The project management, when I'm talking about, it's not just sticking to only the planners. It's a complete the stakeholders of the projects, starting from the every roles and hierarchy in the companies on the same. Maybe I could see that there are few people on the planning side. There might be some tools being used like Primavera or MSP, or some tools will be used, but the overall, the complete the project, the teams, everybody is just not into some automated or the digital tools. It still is a manual process. So many of the projects face the low productivity and then high risk of the reworks, and then the costly mistake is happening because of the miscommunications between the main team sits in the head office, or the execution teams on the site office, because of the communication gap, or maybe that's creating the troublesome course. That's why we just thought of highlight few points which is we feel found it, which we feel it's important should be, where the digital project managements play a major role to overcome the challenges. Like why the digital project management is required, so that we can position to see it. Similarly, the how the real-time communications between the site and office is going to be helpful for us to improve our current situations. And then the project insights is typically like a dashboards, reports, the manual process when you are trying to digitizing what is a benefit which you are going to get, and then automation of the workflow, as well as the project structures, standardizations of the project structures. There are so many project structures which we'll be using it when you are standardizing what is the benefit you are getting out of it. So these are the topics which we'll just give some highlights on that. Then we'll be in a position to showing the same how we can position to by using the digital project management method, of course. Okay. So why the digital project management is a top priority in nowadays industries? Because you see that now the digital technology is gone so fast that every sector is getting anything, especially the manufacturing sector is went into that industry in a revolution like 2.0, 3.0, now the 4.0, where they went into the next level of implementing the AI, all this stuff. Whereas still our construction, that industries where the project management used more widely, or still it's not there. Oil and gas industries is bit reasonably better, typically the compared to the EAC side, but there is a big shift is expected around this corner. Anytime you can see that it's going to happen in our industries, of course, on that digital project management. So it's going to be a top priority for the teams. The need for the digital project management is obviously it's going to do your better progress monitoring. It can help you to get the accurate data. When you have accurate data, that's do the analysis, better analysis, fact findings, and that helps definitely to improve the overall project management in terms of the time as well as the cost, of course. I know that, but still many who fails to value this, embracing the digital technologies. But you could see that now the world is changing. All like initially we have the letters, now it's become emails. We have a physical server which has changed to virtual server, where and cloud-based servers. Office 365, we use install that to use our Word, Excel, simple things. That also is gone to the cloud now. Everything is it's getting moving towards that cloud oriented, digital oriented, where we can position to have better collaborations and integrations over this. So that's the reason the digital project management, it's definitely is going to be the top priority at this current situation of the COVID. We all not sitting together discussing on the day-to-day basis. Everybody sitting in our home. We are still working. We are doing our projects. The collaborations need to be on the high priority, the digital way. Internet connection is everybody is going to digital way is going to be the the current trend. Of course, even after COVID gone, then this trend is going to continue. Of course, it's set up. It's made the things faster. Of course, to you. The real-time communication between the site and office, when you improve it, it's lots of benefit out of this. So bridging this gap, that digital project management is going to be really helps, because now the gap between the people who works in the office and the sites, when they have the communications gap, the fragmented communications, that is going to be a bigger source of the pain, because that's end up with working on outdated project plan, or there is a schedule delay, or the subcontractor arrived to the site for his job as per the schedule, but that what are the laps happen which he may not be aware of because of the communication lag. So he may in a position to wait there without doing any job because the previous task is still not completed. All these challenges which you will be facing it day to day, right? So to overcome this, obviously the digital solutions comes into this pictures. This helps you to share the information, no crucial informations to the complete stakeholders of the projects on time, so that the planning can be go much better way. Any delay in progress, anything also will be intimated clearly within the team to make sure that all makes it better for you. The communications gone to that level where the site engineers can just simply use the mobile applications, get the informations, communicate back to their head office, and they can push into it. It's not that I'm talking about the phone calls. It's a communication method where we will be in the position having some apps which helps you to communicate formally and give the updates to the people whomsoever is involved in this project. Of course, we will be in a position to see that how we will be in a position to by using the digital project manager, how we can get this thing. Of course, project insight, keeping a bird eye view of any projects is going to be always value added for us. So there is a dashboards. These dashboards are the real time. The data is what comes captured on the site can go to that level up to the planning or the project managers or the stakeholders. Anybody who's involved in these projects can get the clear view. It's a rule-based custom dashboards can be created, so that the project management will have a different dashboard. The project director, the stakeholder, the owners can push have a different informations which is relevant to them to cross-check, monitor, and then the discussions, the fortnightly discussion, every discussion will have a more clear, real, on-time report and data with you, of course. Automation of the workflow is also one of the top priority, of course, right? So most of the jobs, what we will be trying to do is the complete project management has multiple moving parts involved in these things: the budgets, timeline, resources, the targets, so measurements on these things, capturing the progress data and updating back to that efficiently across everybody is also the top priority. Many times when we are started doing this manual process, silos of information, that is going to be a challenge for us to communicate it on time or the right information what we will be having it. So that obviously reflect in decision making also. Automating the workflow, which is going to be very clear. For example, I send a task to the site engineers. The 10 days is the task. The site engineers puts the information, so it can trigger a message saying that the task is completed, so that the planner can know these are the tasks which has been supposed to be completed today, and he get the notification that this is completed, this is not completed, this is the delay, where he can push to put it automatically update into the system, and he can proceed for launching. The digital project management, it helps to remove a headache on the project management process, the workflow automations, and at each and every phase of the projects which you will be using it, of course. So any complex process which we can push to implement and automate the same, so that the application, the digital format, it's going to take care instead of the manual task what we will be trying to do right now. Finally, the project structures, you might be knowing this already, like doing the EBS, OBS, resources roles. This probably kind of person to think of in a different way. It's not for a specific project or a specific planner point of view. Instead of that, as an enterprise point of view, you can position to make this standardizations can be in a position to use it. The resources in a company, I can position to have a standard area where the different project can take it. Then they can position easily track it, the over allocate to the resource or the resource shortfall where they need to source it in well in advance to make sure that the projects goes on time with respect to the cost what they will be doing it. So that's a additional the value added where we can question to have a single depository systems with all the standardized projects templates or that required informations will be available, can be shared, repeatability of the work can be reduced, and it can go better on the space. All right, I'm just trying to go a typical way in this workshop. What we are trying to do right now is doing a bit of role play, of course, just to understand the current method as well as the digital method, how we are getting into this. Typically, the current method, you might be knowing, if there is a general contractor, the planning team probably use Primavera or MSP or any of the planning tools to perform the scheduling. Then after that, they send the information back to the project managers, and then the download team, the field, the site engineers. This all is been mostly on the Excel update. We got the whole results also shows that everybody uses Excel, so they are the part of the project team, but they don't have any digital tools which is being used. They are just gone into the manual method. So now what happened is there is a silos of information. There is the Excel format the engineer use, there is Excel format the project manager use, there is a Excel update format which a planner will get, and then the planner also will provide a final Excel output, which is the reports, which is sent it to the management to discuss with the owners. And owners is also going to get that PDF report, but it is an output of Excel. So there's a silos of so many Excel sheets, different informations, which one is the right revisions and which is the updated one and how it has been communicated back. There's a lot of challenges which you are currently facing it. It's not within the team. Any GC is going to work along with the subcontractor too, and then same challenges is with your subcontractor which you are facing it. So what we are trying to achieve right now from here is the process what proposed or that when you go into the digital project management process, then what's happening is everybody having some tools. It's not the heavy user like the scheduler. So they are the one will be having the full information on the projects, complete planning and other things. They are the heavy users, will have the control, of course, on the same. However, there are other people also instead of Excel sheet, they will be getting into that specific, products, which helps him to capture, like a mobile applications will capture the progress and update back to the scheduling team, sits in the head office or the place wherever. And then the planners also can create automatic reports, dashboards, the way they want. They can customize and they can push to send a proper digital output back to their management, and that's helpful for the owners to review it and have a discussion to it. The same thing is in this particular platform, you can bring the subcontractor and you can get the update, because the few updates which your own team is doing and then few updates which you need to from your subcontractor to get the complete project progress which is happening on the system. So this is in this particular platform, in a single platform, where the GC, subcontractor, your own team in the site and head office, as well as the project owner or the PMCs who is trying to handling the system, everybody's on the same page in a single platform which is going to be available. So that's the power of the digital project management, helps you to bring everybody onto the single platform and know the informations everybody on real time, which helps to improve your decision making, and that's finally helps you to cut down the cost as well as the finish the project on time to a much better level. Okay, so that's what which we are trying to show this digital project management show in this particular workshop for you. In order to do that, we have along with me, my colleague Anant Nag, Primavera consultant, and my who is in our Dubai office, and then my one more colleague, Mr. Srinivasan from our India office. He's our project manager, so he sits in our Chennai office. So he's also joins, and they may probably play like a role play. Like Anant is going to be like a GC who will be talking about this area, and then when he given some task to the subcontractor, then my Srinivasan, the person who sits in the Chennai office, the real-time digital project management of Dubai and Chennai, how they are coordinating, which you are going to see it right now. Okay, maybe there are a few slides on the Primavera cloud application, then we'll get into this direct live presentation. And it's over to you now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful start. Let me directly go into the application to do this.
Sorry, I just want to give one note. Since the content is a bit heavier, probably we may not complete in 1 hour time. I request the team to be, the participants to have some additional 10-15 minutes extra, so that we can push and show the complete, scenarios for you.
So for doing this digital transformation or bringing all the your digital business process, project management related process digitally, we are using Primavera cloud solution, right? So in Primavera cloud services, we have 4 different modules. One is Primavera schedule, one is Primavera progress, one is Primavera lean, and other one is Primavera portfolio. Right? In Primavera schedule, we have schedule management, risk management, scope management, budget management, file management, and reports and dashboards. In Primavera progress is where you will be giving it to your project team who is inside, or your subcontractors who you want to get updates from, right? Where they can use the mobile apps or web applications to update the progress from the site, and you will be receiving in your Primavera in your schedule, right? Then you have lean management. What Oracle has done is Oracle has beautifully integrated lean management with current CPM, critical path method, what we traditionally use. So nowadays all the organizations are moving towards lean. By taking this into consideration, right, you can decompose your activities into tasks and these tasks can be assigned to multiple contractors and get commitments from them and get regular updates from them using this Primavera lead, right? Then we have portfolio management. This is for the portfolio managers and the management who is going to categorize or group your projects into different portfolios, programs, and we do the portfolio analysis to identify what are the critical projects that needs to be uh, more focused on. And you have idea management, where you can assign this idea, get different ideas from different project managers, and do analysis on which projects to take or which projects to choose from available projects pool, right? Then digitalizing project lifecycle management. So what this Primavera Cloud Services is doing is, Primavera Cloud is a complete cloud-based solution. It is an integrated platform with all the different features. So these are generally done individually or standalone in any organization, project-related organization, right? Starting from budgeting, cost management, document management, dashboards, reports, scheduling, risk management, resource management. All these things will be done individually as a standalone process in all the organization. What Primavera Cloud is doing is, it has digitalized all these processes and brought into a single platform, which is Primavera Cloud Services, right? We will see more about this digitalized platform, right? So this is how the Primavera Cloud Services looks like. So if you are already a Primavera P6 user, you feel that it is exactly the same page, right? It is the same page. It has the same scheduling engine. It has the same CPM. It has the same resource management, right? Apart from that, it has all other additional features such as budget management, scope management. You have risk management. You have lean task management. You have file document management. All these things are integrated here. So once you capture all the data from your field and site offices during your execution process, you can generate these kinds of dashboards and this kind of reports, and you can either send it through Excel, or you can choose to schedule them so that it will be automatically sent to the stakeholders involved in that project on a regular basis, right? uh, so now directly we'll go to the live application and see see the application, right? Now this is the cloud page where we have then here I'm just logging in. Yes, before we go into the any project, right? I am a general contractor. Who is using Primavera Cloud, right? As a general contractor, I have got a project which is building construction project. Okay. So to address this project, I have different modules starting which I have seen: schedule, scope management, right? Scope management, risk management, lean task, project teams, resource management, cost management, dashboards, files, as well as reports. So these are all different modules integrated in a single platform, right? Generally, we have a misconception. In that cloud solutions are slow, right? And it cannot handle complex and big projects. But let me show you now to remove that misconceptions, right? So as you can see, I have a project, and I have a project here where, as you can see, it is still loading, right? Yeah, as you can see here, I have a big project here. So it took less than 20 seconds to load this project. Do you know how many activities that this project has? It has more than 18,000 activities. As you can see here in my cursor, it has 18,667 activities in this project. So it took only 20 seconds to open project, and it did not open, or it did not open partially. It opened all the activities that are available in this particular project. No other application will open this fast in with this many activities, right? It will usually take 10 to 15 minutes just to open activities, and if you want to do any action, it will take more than that, right? And here, but here is, as you can see, I can perform all the actions without any lag or any delay in the actions, right? So this is the misconceptions I want to clarify first. Then let me go to my project. My project is building construction project. This is the project I got from one of my client. As a general, I am a general contractor, and I have received this particular project here, right? So first, after I receive my project, I have assigned different resources, and different general contractors to my project, right? Then what I did is I am going to the budget tab. I'm going to the budget tab, right? I have defined my cost budget, or my budget for this particular project. I have defined different multiple budget lines to my project using the cost breakdown structure, what I have already defined, right? So we can capture this budget here and send it for approval through the directly from the system itself, and it will send a email notification to the approver, and he can open that email notification, and it will direct to the application, and he can log in and approve the budget, right? During the execution phase, if there are any scope changes, right, or any unforeseen changes that are happening, then you can use budget changes and budget transfers from by doing for doing budget changes and budget transfer in your project, and keep track of them in the application, right? So that you know what is your current budget, and you can see what is your actual and do your variance analysis, correct? After that, as a general contractor, I know what is the BOQ of the by my project, and based on my BOQ, I have categorized the works for different contractors, and created WBS different WBS structure here, right? And this WBS structure is assigned to different contractors. So this is assigned to Gulf EPC contractor 01, and this is assigned to some other contractor, right? Then what I can be able to do is I can bring in the complete BOQ items into the system, right? Before, there was no option for me to bring in the BOQ items into the application, but now I can bring in the BOQ items, and keep track of what is my actual quantity, what is my actual planned quantity, and what is the variance I am getting. All these things I will be able to do it using this scope management technique, and assign these particular scope of different activities. I will show when we are in the activities page, right? Now I have defined my scope, I have defined my WBS, right? Now I can ask my contractor, if I give my subcontractor Primavera cloud license, he can directly develop his schedule here in Primavera cloud. Otherwise, if my subcontractor is still not brought into Primavera cloud, and he is still using P6, or he is still using MS project, then what I can do, I can export this particular project, right? I can export this particular project into P6 format, and I can export this into MS project format. So now I have developed high-level plan, and I have shared this high-level plan by exporting it to my subcontractor, right? Once my subcontractor has prepared a detailed plan and submitted it to me, I want to import that, right? And now I am importing. Hello, Srinivasan, are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Right, I have selected the p6 p6. I have imported the p6 format. Right, once I import the p6 format, I have here option whether to create new project or update existing project. If I click update existing project, that means what it will do is it will update the existing project what I have, and it will add any changes or updates that has been made to the file from the subcontractor. Right, now I have selected update existing. Next, right, I can select what is the items I want to update. I have that control as well. Next, I am clicking finish. Right, so now my project import is underway. Okay, this import is not hindering any of my work. I can still go and work on my particular project. Right, then as you can see, the import has been completed successfully. You can see this is the system is very fast. Now I have got my detailed plan from my subcontractor. I have WBS. Now I have all the activities that are required for doing my project, or I have developed all the schedule for my project. Right, so once I have my project here, right, so as you can see, this is the view, and this is the Gantt chart where I can have all the start, finish, early start, early finish. Right, all these things I will be able to do it here. And this is my Gantt chart view where I can see what is my baseline, what is my critical activities. All these things I will be able to view it from my Gantt chart view. Right, so if you select any one of the activity, as you can see, these tabs are very similar to P6. You have general status tab where you can update what is the planned duration, actual duration. Right, and you can do resource assignments there. Right, and if I want to do resource assignment for multiple activities, I simply select multiple activities. Right, and I can click this symbol here and click assign resource in a single go. Instead of assigning activities to each and every activity, I can assign to multiple activities here. Right, and I after I assign my activities, if there are any files related to this particular project, I can link this project from the existing template, or I can choose to upload the files from my desktop as well. Right, so desktop as well. Right, and what are the relations that I have here, and what are the risks that I have for any particular activity. As you can see, I have a couple of risks for this particular activity. Then I have scope. If there are any scope assignments for this particular these are the BOQ items that I have here: excavator labors, and soil cleaning, all these things. Then I can divide my activities into tasks. Right, so I can divide my activities into different tasks and decompose my activities into different tasks. Right, let's take one example of RCC footing. For this is normally the plan is schedule is developed by schedulers in the head office, and they share the schedule to the site office. Right, but inside the for doing each and every activities, there will be many small tasks that are required to be completed. And to keep track of these tasks, generally in site office you will have a planning board, and you will have the sticky notes where you will identify with different who is the contractor and what is the work he is going to do. Right, instead of that, now Oracle has digitalized that planning board and brought in that lean management into Oracle Cloud. Now I am able to decompose my RCC footing into tasks, TS, total station marking, bar bending, shuttering, quality check, concreting, and de-shuttering. Right, so and I am assigning it to different contractors. So these works belongs to different contractors, and quality check belongs to PMC or a client. So I can assign to different contractors, and I can track the commitments for these particular contractors. Okay, right? So before we go to the lien management, let me take to the risk registry, right? So as part of planning phase, I have created my schedule. I have identified what are the tasks. I have identified what are the activities. I have identified what are the resources that are required. Now I know what are the risks that I might occur during this project. I have identified these risks and I have registered these risks here. I have registered these risks with probability as well as impact on my schedule as well as my cost, right? So I can capture all the risk details such as cause, effect of this particular action, and if I want to take any response action, what is the response I need to take, right? And what is the probability of this occurring pre-response, and what is the probability of post-response, schedule impact, cost impact, all these things I can be able to capture here and assign these risks to different activities, right? And based on that I can get what is my total cost impact on my project. As you can see, I'm getting based on my activities assigned, I'm getting the cost impact on my projects, and if there are any files related to the risk, and you can also capture this risk here, right? Then I want to, so based on the risk scoring matrix, what I have, probability P&I diagram, right, which I already have here, the system is already calculating my my risk score, right? In an organization, if your organization decide that your risk score should be below 50, right? For that, what are the actions that I need to take? So for taking these actions, I can identify what is my risk score of my project, what are the current threats, what are the current risks that I have, and this is my risk scoring matrix, which is P&I matrix, which I have here, right? All these things I will be able to see it graphically here, right? Once I have my risk and I can also have my uncertainty. I can also attach my uncertainty here. Previously, you need to develop your P6 schedule, then you need to export that for any risk analysis software and do your risk analysis there, and do changes and bring in that schedule back into your P6. All these things were there doing manually. Now it is, everything is integrated, right? And you have complete control over your risk management as well. Using the Monte Carlo simulations and the sensitivity analysis, you will be able to develop this distribution analysis charts, right? As you can see, you can set what is the number of iterations you want to run, all these things, optimistic percentile, pessimistic percentile, all these things you will be able to set here, and you can run your risk analysis, right? After I run my risk analysis, it will give you my distribution analysis graphs and S curves. As you can see here, there is only 1% of the chance I will be completing my project on time or in cost, right? And this is my pessimistic cost, and this is my optimistic cost for this particular project, correct? And duration, I can get it for duration wise, what is the pessimistic duration, optimistic duration, right? And finish date, start date, right? So this is the analysis what I am doing it on my project. And I have my tornado charts where I can see by activity what is the delay, by cost what is the delay, by risk what is the delay, and I can see the sensitivity analysis as well, right? Now I have developed a plan, I have done my risk analysis, I have taken the response actions. Now I am going to my lean scheduling. Here in lean scheduling, I am assigning this lean scheduling to my different vendors here, right? As you can see, I have created the task for the RCC footing previously. Now I have my lean scheduling task. This is my digital planning board what I have here, and I am assigning to different. So this contractor, as you can see, each color means it is assigned to different contractor. This is assigned to Gulf EPC, right? And this is assigned to another contracting company. This is assigned to ImageGrafix contracting. So it makes us easier for us to identify which task belongs to which contractor, right? When I open a particular task, right? In the task, I can assign what is the company, who is the user for this particular, particular task, and if what is the commitments he has given. So he has given the commitment and he has missed the commitment that 26th he is not able to complete. He has stated that budget changes are the reason for this commitment, and he has recommitted. He will be completing this on 29th of July, right? You can track your commitment and missed commitments here, so that it will be easy for you to avoid these mistakes or issues in your future projects, right? And you have your discussions tab where you can capture all your task or activity related discussions, right? Instead of having email chain for each task and missing these mails, and when you want to do any claim or EOT analysis, you don't know where these comments are being made and who has made these comments, and you don't find these emails in the email server. Instead of that, you can have discussions here, make comments for these discussions, and these are captured with the timestamp as well, right? And it can be used for doing the root cause analysis for any of the issues that might be generating for your project, right? Now I have done all the planning and sharing the schedule to my contractor, and my contractor is part of my this particular project, right? Now I am giving my subcontractor will do the presentation, Mr. Srinivasan. Over to Mr. Srinivasan.
Yeah, thanks, Anant. Thanks for the handover. So me being a subcontractor, I have been assigned 2 projects on which we are working. One is the building construction project, another one is the Imperial Building Construction Project 2020. If you see, I'm able to see only these 2 projects. I don't have a big list of projects. Only the projects where I have been assigned as the subcontractor, only those projects will be visible here. Right? Okay. Now let me go into this project, building construction project. This is a project where we need to work. I need to work. So I have 2 options for doing the progress update. One is through the web interface, which is similar to which is part of your Oracle Primavera cloud services, where I can go into, there is a area called My Activities. In this, I can go to any of the activities, let's say RCC for footing. I can update the activity, right? Let me take one of the activity and then I'll update it here. I'm marking it as completed, right? Then this activity I'm marking it as in progress, right? Let me change the date. In progress we started on 27, right? Then few of the resources I want to update. Let me do the updates on the resource also. Actual units. For this, I can go and update the activities. If you see here, I can mark it as completed. What is the actual units consumed? Let's say I have consumed 145, right? I can save it. So this is one of the options what I have for updating it. Or other area is going into the project activities and select an activity, go into that and then update it here, right? So these are the 2 options available. Minimum, I am talking about the minimum options available. You have the My Activities or going into the activity screen and then updating the progress. right? I have an activity called RCC for footings, for which I have planned subtask or the lean task, right? So if you see here, these are all the tasks where we have been assigned. So let me go to that lean task also. Yeah. So 1070, it has so many tasks. Let me reduce it to, yeah, double click on that. And then I can go for the commitments. Do I need to change anything here? Let's say due date is 29. I'm saying that I will not be able to complete it in 29, but 3rd. Reason for missing it is the environmental reason, right? And in case I want to add any comments, I can add and click on recommit, right? Save this. Okay. The other thing what you can see here, when you go to the lean task part, is we have something called discussions, right? This is literally an online chat with the project manager or the project team, right? I can add a comment, let's say I'm just entering a comment here, right? This will be immediately visible to the main contractor, and he can go ahead and then he can type anything on that, right? So that is the advantage what you have in this. The reason why I'm saying it is an advantage is you can keep track of the communication, what has happened between you and the contractor, right? In future, when you have a claim or you want to go for an extension of time, you can see how much deviations have happened, why it has happened, and when it was communicated, including the date and time stamp. You will be able to find out, right? So once you update this part, then it goes to him and he can reply to it back. The contractor can reply to it back, and you can keep track of that communication, right? So this is one of the method by which we update the progress, and we have identified people at the site office who are sitting at the office. For them, we have given this web interface for doing the updates, right? For people who are at the field, who are executing it, for them, we have the mobile app, right? Basically, what we have done is we have given them the mobile app using which they can access the project data and update us back. Okay, now give me a moment. I'm just connecting my mobile. I'll just show you now. Moment, please. So what happens is you can connect your mobile, or in case you want to update the progress through mobile, that is also possible. possible. You are able to see the screen now, right? Okay. Now, this is how the app will be looking like. Let's say I'm going into the activities. I'm taking this activity. Then, if I want to update the progress, let me do that. I'm saying that it started not on 26 but on 27, right? Remaining duration is, let's say, 10 days, right? Then let's say actual units. Let me update the actual units also. Actual units is 20 units, right? I have updated that. Now I can see the related activities, how many predecessors, how many successors are there. Then going into the files, you can see I can also do a discussion from here. Whichever files are attached to it, I can open those files also. Or if I want to attach or take a photograph, I can take a photograph and then attach it, right? Let me do that. So this gets attached. You can give a description for that, save it, right? We can do like this, and this part of the application, we have given it for the field people who are going to execute on the field, right? They can't come to the site office, do the update, go back. They don't need to waste time. Wherever they are, handheld device, whether it's a mobile or a tab, they can update the progress from there and it gets reflected in the main schedule, right? So after we update the progress, we send it back to the main contractor, who will then look at the updates, right? Whatever changes we have done, those things are showing here. Currently, my configuration setting is a issue, so I'm not able to get that updates reflected to the main project. But yes, you can do that, right? Okay. Now we have actually shown you both the methods by which we can update the progress. One using the web interface, another one using the mobile app, right? So we have updated the progress. We have sent it to the contractor. So now it's the contractor's turn to look into it and give us their feedback or the comments. Over to you, Anand.
Thank you for the presentation, Srini. Let me take it from here. Right. So now my subcontractor has done the updates for my project, right? So he has done the updates. He's uploading, taking the photos and uploading all these photos in my projects. Correct. Now let me show how I have the complete document management available here, and it has a check-in check-out options to do the restrictions, as well as giving tight strict security policies where only persons with the access will be able to do this, able to access these files, right? You can build these particular different folder structures, and you can actually create folder templates and import from the apply template. So as you can see here, I have apply template option. You can import these templates into the document management, right? And you also have the version control, and it supports it supports nearly 500 file types to be imported into this document management, and this is unlimited storage what we have here, right? Instead of having different uh, systems to capture all your project related documents, you can have a single platform to capture documents, give permissions, do revision controls and version controls, and tightly secured or give tight security access with this particular project. And you can also do any annotations for these documents as well in the Primavera cloud, right? Apart from this, let me quickly show you after my during my execution, I will be repeating, I will be getting so many updates. I can go to my activities page and see what is my schedule variance, task variance and all. And I have, when I go to my lean task management, lean task analysis, I can see what is the works that has been completed and what is the progress, right? What is the progress that I am getting, what is the progress that I am getting for this particular project, right? So when I select, I can select the different time ranges from here. I can select this week, 6 weeks, or custom time range as well. So in this time range, as you can see, I have 3 companies working on this project. One is Anand Contracting GPC, Gulf EPC Contracting Company, and ImageGrafix, right? These are the tasks that has been assigned to different contractors. So 7 tasks has been committed by this company. Only 1 has been completed. This has committed 7 tasks and 3 completed. So it has very interactive dashboards available here, right? And I also have the reasons for missing this commitment: design change, project change, design scope change. All these things I am able to capture. What is the reason for missing these commitments? I can have inbuilt dashboards for this particular lean task management, and I also have different reports available to be available for this particular lean task management. Apart from lean task management, for regular activities, we have the dashboards, and we can have multiple dashboards for different project users, right? For subcontractors, you have different users. For main general contractors, different. As you can see, if I go to my activities tab, what are the started, non-started, based on progress, this has been created, and what is the overview of my current project, right? And how many documents, what are the number of risks that I have for this particular project, and what are the active risks for this particular in the project, and what are the scope items. All these things I am able to generate here as a dashboard, and these are very interactive. If I click here, it will click more, it will directly take me to the activities tab, right? Apart from this, if I want to do any analysis, I can do duration analysis, cost analysis, and create this kind of reports for my organization. Or if your organization has any standard formats or templates for these dashboards, how you want to see, I can build it in my dashboards tab, right? Apart from dashboards, I also have reports, many reports that are predefined in the Oracle Cloud, right? So these are the different reports that I have here, right? And these reports, I can have codes, I can schedule these reports. Actually, I can add schedule. That means I want to send this report to different people, project team, on every Monday or every Friday. I want to send the progress, right? I can send it in either in XML format, PDF format, HTML format, or RTF format, right? Different types of reports we can be able to generate here, right? Let me select one report and quickly run it. So when I run it, it will ask you what format I want. Let me select XML format, right? So my report has been completed. Just click here, view report, right? So it is very quick and very fast generating these reports, and these reports can be customized to any organization's requirements, and these can be scheduled to your project team members and project team members, so that they will improve your reporting standards. And it is kind of push kind of a communication, where you are sending you are never missing a report, missing to send a report to your management or project team on your project status, right? So this is how Primavera Cloud integrated my general contractor, subcontractor, project manager, top management, my project team, execution team, planning team, everyone, design team, and design team can use this document management, and integrated all these things in a single platform. And this also has forms and workflows where you can automate certain process in your project management field, right? To end this presentation, let me quickly show you what are the these are the different life cycle. These are different stages of this life cycle, and these are the benefits: easy schedule creation, visual planning, simple and innovative, intuitive product. And you have how you can execute your project. You can use mobile app to update the progress. You can capture your reasons for missing the commitments. You can have file management coordinated with all your team members in your organization, right? By doing this, you have better collaboration using your discussion and mobile app, and using the progress update which has live updates. Then you have you can improve accuracy of your reports. And so normal, if you take manual process, it will be 1 week delayed. The reports are 1 week delayed generally, but here using this application, I can have live updates in my project and increase productivity of my entire project team. How to monitor? By reviewing dashboards, by reviewing reports, by reviewing updated schedule. I have complete visibility on my project, what is happening, where it is, how it will be, and better communication and better decision making on using the informed information, right? So with this, we are concluding our presentation. Now we will be taking any Q&A.
All right. Now let me just open up the question areas, and I'll ask the question so that my colleagues Anand and Srinivasan can probably answer it. Of course, there is lots of questions. There are a few things which you have answered, so probably I can try to skip that something, and let's see one by one, of course. So the first question which I would like to take is and there are few things which has got answered, so I'm just skipping it. Okay, so I'll just take it the first one, which is the cloud server is connected with the Oracle data center. Yeah, yes. All right. So typically, these standard questions arise, of course, about worrying about the security when the whereas about the data. But now, if you see that, most of us, are using Office 365, which includes email, of course, email server, right? Every project discussions, whatever you are doing, it's happening on the email and it is on the cloud. Okay, all the project your information is there. Anyway, but the Oracle Cloud Center is available for Primavera. It's available in 3 centers. One is US, another is German, third is in Australia. You can choose any one of these 3, and it's highly secure. It's a level 2 security right now. It's available on the Oracle. Oracle will the question to take you, the high, the best requirement. Their downtime is also it's very less. They says it's 99.9% up and running is always there. It's only 0.01 so maintenance purpose. They just with the prior notice they are intimating it after that. Typically, if you want me to talk about the security, it's typical comparison. Simple, easy comparison is basically I might be having my own villa, but I'm putting my own security according to my capability, my capacity of spending money. But if there is a apartment where there are hundreds of flats might be there, but if you see the security level what they have for that community, it's going to be pretty high, because that particular developer or someone can push to give a high priority. But however, when I say that high security is available, each and everybody have their own flat that anybody else cannot come into that. The same way that it's a multi-tenant system. So there is a huge area with multiple tenants. Each one is a tenant. Nobody can question to take any system. Even Oracle cannot take any one of our information, of course, right? So that's a high-level security has been mentioned. It's a multi-tenant system. So it's similar to your flat. Your home is it's up to you. The full safety is going to be there, but overall, as a community, the full protected high-spec security with the expensive one which is available, which is something is not possible when you do the same your physical server in your office. You keep your physicals in your office, but similar type of the security what Oracle does for everyone on the cloud, which is practically we may not in a position to invest that much money to provide the security on our own server, of course. So that's a confident level which they are taking it, because this is their business, this is their priority. Any integration informations or notification that something has been gone wrong, it's a big problem for them. So they have taken the top priority thing. I know that when they put up a setup in Abu Dhabi, they have a setup in India also, of course. In Mumbai, they took almost like 6 to 8 months. When the addition of local service provider, when they are putting the data center area, they took a lot of time to adjust to their standard actually. So it's highly secure, of course. And the another thing is on Primavera side, it's XML file. So when you say that I'm in cloud on a project, end of the projects, I just want to take it out all the information, because the next projects I may not be using cloud, I might be using something else, of course. That's also fine. You can take out all your project information pretty clearly, and when your subscription periods ends, you will be having a complete data reach. That data can be used in your normal P6. You want to transfer to MSP. Anyway, you can push to use it, of course. Once again, is there anybody's thing is unmuted? Any customer is calling me now? Hello. Okay, I'm just getting into the next question now. I hope I answered this question. Site team will provide the dimensions quantity, not the day. So the site team that updates wants on the quantity basis. Is it possible to do on quantity basis?
Yes, yes. The site team can update the quantities of the resources that has been assigned to any particular activity using the mobile application. So if that particular resource or the particular user has been assigned as an owner to that particular activity, then he can be able to update quantities or actuals for other resources that are assigned to the same activity.
Okay. And can you please show the presentation approval when the site team progress update when they did?
Yes.
It will take the approval from the planner, right?
Yes, we can set up the approval hierarchy. We can set up the approval hierarchy for sending the updates, so that you have a complete control. Project manager has complete control on what is getting updated back into his schedule.
So is it possible for you to show that? Okay, we need to do a small setup for that, but it is possible, and I request to put a email to us. We can push to arrange a presentation for you and your team, of course. But is it possible? Only thing is we need to do some setup, so that I cannot show it right now immediately, but we can push to do it very well presentation for your team, of course. Can we modify this windows of lean analysis? No, the windows means yes. The day 1 to day 2, what are the sub activity which you can question to modify? There is one activity which you are making a day-to-day activity procedure. So that part day-to-day, what is that one which you can question to define it, and based on the same, it is going to move from a day 1 to day 2. Of course, this is something is possible. Yes. Can we extract the reports in Excel sheet? Yes, it's possible. It's very much possible. There is most of the windows on the client has a Excel out, Excel in option, of course. So that there is a template which you can take it out from the cloud on Excel, and you feed the data in, and you can push and take it back in the system. This is something is possible. Yes. What is the speed of downloading the files, such as thousands of deliverables of multi? Actually, the cloud space is unlimited. There is no limitation on the cloud space. The speed is up to your own data connect, of course. So when typically for doing the day-to-day activity, the normal 3G connection is sufficient, but the initial stage when you want to upload a bulk of documents on those things, at that time only you try to have a good connections. So according to your speed, you can very well push to have it. Of course, it depends upon your intent, of course. I'm using Oracle Primavera solution. I need to use P6. Oh. Presentation is very good, but particularly on the same issue, how we can cover. What is a practicality of the same? There are 400 plus users worldwide is already been using Oracle Primavera Cloud, of course, worldwide. Yeah. When I'm talking about the Oracle Primavera Cloud, 400 plus companies, number of users might be even higher, is already adopted, and it is pretty successfully has been implemented this. So there won't be any problem in these things. What people are trying in Middle East, in India also, there are a few companies there. They start with a project wise, then they will implement enterprise wise, because just to make sure that how the implementation roll out, maybe you can try it. It's 1 year subscriptions, and you can see that one project how successfully, two projects how successfully you are able to do it. Then obviously they can push and extend the same to the enterprise level later stage, of course. So practically it is proven, it is working well. Only thing is we need to adopt to the new digital project management technologies. So there is obviously initial challenges are available, but it's very much possible for you to implement successfully, of course. Prices, please send a mail. We can push to send you the prices, of course. So definitely it is cost effective compared to your standard P6 solutions. That's what I can push in for me. Risk management is integrated in Oracle software. It's a separate that can be imported from the Primavera analysis. From Primavera risk analysis, can we take the data into this?
Yes.
Yes, it's very much possible. That's another beauty, like in standalone versions, you need to have a P6 EPPM, and then you need to have a Primavera risk analysis separate two model. In Oracle Primavera Cloud, all put together as a single product, of course, so that you can push into have both the time as well as the risk analysis in a single product. What you can have it, and it has the information where you can take it from P6, you can take it from risk analysis, all information you can bring it into the system, of course. Yes, we made this presentation of building projects. Hopefully, we will be in a position to maybe prepare for a different industries later, of course. Any organization really adopting the system, stop updating activities by users, subcontractors, etc. Of course, there are. We can discuss this. I can give some references. We have some references, and we can push and discuss this on the same. Please let us know your requirement. We can take it out, of course, and we can explain you on the same. Because I cannot tell the reference openly. There are a few classes we have, of course. So, but we can push and show it, of course. But worldwide, yeah, worldwide 400 plus companies use this. In India also there are companies adopted already. In Middle East also some companies already adopted this. So I can give some reference on the same, of course. So this is one use case we have taken the GC, but EPC projects, shutdown and turn on projects, oil and gas, any of the projects we can push into very well will implement the same. Any type of projects which we can push into do it by using the same. The recorded session will be, you will be get it by probably a daytime. Tomorrow you will get a link for the same along with your certificate. Yes, we do provide online training. So any trainings, we are here to say, please send an email to us. We can question to set up. Online means it's not the online video training. Is basically there is an instructor will be available and virtually you can interact. Only thing is, not physically in your office. He sits in online and he can talk, discuss like this what we are doing. Plus, we will be in a position to allow you to access a license where you can do a workshop, where you can do a practice session also, like as usual what you're doing in a traditional classroom training. All the facilities which is available on online training, except we are not physically in a single place. That's all. Can we do the documentation in the same software? I'm not sure what documentation you are talking about. If you're talking about the reports, various reports, the reports process can be automated. Okay, for like a daily report, monthly report, weekly reports, S-curve, the different reports which typically you want for the discussions, meetings. That is something is very much possible that you can push into do it, and that you can automate also. Can I see dashboards of projects? Dashboards of the projects in mobile app? Is it possible to see the dashboards on mobile app?
Overview of your project you can see, and missed commitments and standard dashboards you can see. But we cannot customize them.
There are a few out of the box standard which you can see on mobile app. We need to see that how much is going to be relevant to your requirement, but there are few options are available to see it, of course. But it's online. If you have a tab and you are just logging into that as usual, like you are logging into the computer, same way you can see it, of course. The full dashboards, whatever you have, that is going to see it, of course. The mobile app, through mobile app, we have limited, but if you have a tab where you are logging as like in a computer, then you can see it everything, of course. We are not a company do a project, so we are the implementation of the Primavera team, and we help the people who do projects by providing our resources on Primavera, of course. So our specialization is on Primavera. How many minimum planning control manager, planning engineer you have building projects anyway? It is up to you, of course. How far can we create our own formats and setting, or should we depend on experts for providing software provided? Can you answer this, Anand or Srinivasan? How far?
Yes. So initially, when you are implementing the software, we will be with you to identify what are your requirements and how you can better utilize the solution and optimize your process and implement and integrate your process with this using this application, right? But once once our implementation is completed, or once we have done all your configurations according to your company, then we will give training to your admin team so that admin users will be able to do configurations by themselves.
Basically, there is no coding, it's only configuration. Initial setup, we will be doing it. After that, once you know how to do the configuration, then you can do it, of course. There is for documentation part isn't with Acronix. No, this is nothing to do with Acronix. Acronix is another applications available with Oracle. Okay, currently we will be not having any integration with Acronix, but Oracle team working on that. Maybe later stage we will be knowing it if there is any integration is going to happen. Actually, the list is going very big. Maybe I'll try to take some anybody's hands raised, and probably I can open up one or two people's. If it is there, then we can push into. Primavera Unifier and Cloud are different. Yes, both are different, of course. Both are not same. For you already. I'll take last two questions, then I'll be just completing this meeting. Okay. Can I see dashboards of groups, projects? Maybe we can question to the. I think mostly there's a repeated question only, I believe. This is one question. In oil and gas, the mobile app is banned. I have seen in some of the site that we are talking about in Middle East, in Bahrain, and in one company, so there is a protected special tabs are allowed, of course. Special tabs are allowed. When you have the tabs which you're taking it some with some when site means it's not in that fully into the place. With that, they are able to use it, of course. Okay, so once you have a tab, then the web interface, by using that you can push into it. So this is something which we have already seen in Bahrain and in Oman also, of course. The digital data obtained from the complete projects will kept in the database. So
yes, you can create templates from your existing projects and keep them as templates, and when your similar project comes, you can use these templates to develop your schedules and your folder structures for the document management, and all these things you will be able to do it using Primavera Cloud.
All right, team. Thanks a lot for your times and being patient and being with us for such a long time. And we are concluding the session on these things. Any further your queries, please send us an email. We are here to happy to support. If you want to have any presentation to your teams, we are here to support you on the same. All right. Thank you. Bye.